Hey guys, it's so great to be back with you here today. Do you own something that requires some maintenance or regular tuning? Maybe it's an instrument or a bicycle or it's just maintaining and cleaning your room. Maybe you've got a really expensive pair of sneakers that you want to make sure are kept up with well and you maintain them so they look perfect every time you wear them. The things that are important to us require a certain level of care and maintenance. Today, we're going to be looking in the book of Matthew, chapter 18, about how we have to work at and maintain our relationships with other people. Our relationships with other people are among the greatest things that we could ever have. It's not something we possess, but it's something that we get to be a part of. And it requires maintenance. And forgiveness is an investment in our relationships. Just like the cleaning products that you use to take care of the things that you have. If you have a piano, you bring somebody in to tune that piano, or you have to tune your car, you have to take it to a mechanic and get somebody to look at that. There's a cost involved with maintaining the things that we have, and there's a cost involved with maintaining our relationships. There's an author by the name of Ken Sande that talked about this idea of the 4 G's of conflict resolution. And he talks about them like this. The first G is to go. That we actually have to go to the other person and talk with them about what's going on. I have seen it so many times where we have somebody that's in conflict, that's in tension, that has something against somebody else, and they go and talk with all their other friends. They talk with maybe even a pastor or a teacher or even their parents, but they never go and directly talk to the person that they're in conflict with. The Bible tells us that we need to go directly to that person and deal with that conflict. The second part is get. We got to go and we've got to get. And get means that we got to get the log out of our own eye. That means we have to take an honest evaluation of how did we contribute to the problem and what could we have done differently. We need to be truthful with ourselves that maybe we have done something that made this conflict happen or made it worse. And we need to own what's true for us in that conflict. Gently restore is our third G. The goal of all conflict resolution is to have this restoration of relationship so that you and that other person can be in good fellowship with one another. That's a very biblical word, right? Fellowship with one another. To have good friends, to have people in our life that we are in good relationship with. We need to have that as a goal, that we want a restoration to take place. And the G in that is so important to gently do this. That if you go to that person and you've evaluated yourself, but your words come out harsh or cruel or mean, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to go well for this situation. The other person is immediately going to feel defensive. We need to go with gentleness, with humility, and say, listen, I don't like what's between us, and I want this to change, and this is where I think I'm at fault in it, and we need to talk about this. The fourth G is to glorify God. Our greatest goal in anything that we could possibly do is to glorify God with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and in all the things that we do. In our relationships, and the way we tackle our schoolwork, we want to glorify God. Today, as you're studying in Matthew chapter 18, I want you to have those ideas going on, to go, to get, to gently restore, to glorify God. And I want you to examine your own relationships. Is there somebody that you're in tension with right now? Maybe it's not so much tension. You're just kind of in isolation from them. You haven't seen them in a long time, you haven't talked to them for a long time, and you're just feeling yourself drifting apart from that person. This would be a great opportunity for you to simply reach out and say, hey, I was thinking about you, I was praying for you, hey, what's going on in your life? And have that opportunity to start a process of healing and restoration in that relationship. Forgiveness is such a huge part of what it means to be a follower of Christ. And I'm going to be praying for you in your relationships that you will honor God in all areas of your life. We'll see you next time.